Greetings. Still loading, still loading. Stream is resumed. I'm able to hear myself. On my side it says that it's trying to continue. The stream is continuing, but hasn't continued yet. Alright, it's up now, although my mic is glitching right now. Alright, let's see if that works. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Am I able to be heard? It's like barely cutting a little bit now, even though it's a lot better than it was before. Yeah, I read your earlier comments. I didn't realize that my mic was not picking my voice up. What I was saying earlier was that it is a late stream. I wanted to start at 10 o'clock. It didn't quite happen that way, but that's okay. And that I actually write in the plot points as I go through the story, because I don't know the plot points before I actually start playing. So there are some, the description is updated now, so there are a few more plot points than there were before.
I see.
Oh.
No, it's a bit still early for me to have fallen asleep on stream. We'll see if we get there later today, though. Sadly, if my mic wasn't picking me up earlier, then no one heard my summary of the story so far, which is a little sad. But basically, Hanet here, my main character, the person that I started this journey on with, is a huntress, and her teacher slash father figure went off to hunt a great beast a year ago, never came back. So she went off in search of him, found him, discovered that the beast had turned him to stone with their evil magic or whatever, and the only way to save his life, is to kill the beast. So We basically went to a seer in Still Snow who gave us a tip on what kind of herb we can make in order to get rid of that curse for ourselves. And now we are on our way to kill the monster.
Just so.
You've been on the Smash grind ever since it came out. Pretty much same here. It's kind of why I'm actually playing this game. I want to kind of actually keep on going with the series because we're really close to beating the game. It'd be really sad to get 100 hours into the game and then kind of give up right at the end. We only have like 20, no, not 20. We only have like maybe 10 hours left of this game, I would say. Maybe not 10, maybe like 20.
Thank you. Hunt. Yes.
Grimsand.
If thou wilt.
Unlocking the characters was quite a task. At some point I'm going to upload a video of all my failures to unlock characters, as I think that they're pretty funny. Well, it won't be a video because I'm not good enough for that. It'll be several videos, one each of me failing.
I am ready. I think not.
Oh yeah, I unlocked all of them. Actually, the day that the game came out. Of course, I had a bit of an advantage because I took off from work, so I had literally the entire day. I started at technically 11 p.m. the night before and played until like 2 in the morning. Went to bed, woke up, started playing again at 10. And then I took several breaks throughout the day, so I think I played a total of 6 hours during the day, and then that night I played again for another like 5 hours and then got all the characters unlocked. So I guess total that would be like 15 hours to get all the characters. Basically all of the streams that you see on my channel from the 7th are basically just me unlocking characters one after another. There's actually an exploit that you could do for Smash Ultimate if you wanted to just quickly unlock all the characters. All you gotta do is just like turn off the game and then turn it back on, like using the home button and then closing the software, and then starting it back up. And then the next time you do another battle, then another character gets unlocked. But I didn't go for that particular option. I wanted to not exploit the developer's work. Flashback time. Oh, meanwhile, that's actually not a flashback. Okay, so that black cloud thing, when it hits you, yeah, that's when you turn to stone. How late am I going to stream this? It'll probably take me about 40 minutes to beat this boss, and that's kind of like what I want to do before I shut off the stream. And then I think that it'll take me another 30 minutes to beat the Archmagus, depending on, like, you know, talking to chat and losing and dying and having to retry and things like that.
Damnation.
So in total, I think about for another hour from now. Don't necessarily feel obligated to stay up with me.
Huh. Oh.
I think this is the first time I'm hearing this score.
So then... Indeed.
Hey there, Stormy student.
Could you?
Yes.
I am most pleased to see you return safe, Captain.
I fear there is no pleasure in it for me, Your Highness. I fled like a coward.
You did your duty, Captain. Without you to bring us word of what happened, we would be all but doomed. Now, we would hear your report.
By your leave, Your Majesty. There were packs of monsters roaming in the vicinity of the ruins. The men fought bravely and succeeded in culling their numbers. Emboldened, we dared to venture into the ruins themselves. It was there that Redeye beast came upon us. A ferocious creature of a size and strength I've not seen. But that was was not the worst of it. Oh no. Any soldier that met its blood-red gaze was turned to stone. Living statues, insensible to all around them.
Tell me one thing, Captain.
Your Highness,
Did these men fight bravely to the end?
everyone.
I see. That will be all, Captain. However, this matter is not over. Our fallen men must be avenged.
Leave it to me. I got
With
it.
Your Highness's leave, we can do better than revenge. If the Redeye beast itself is slain, your men will be released from its curse.
Is this true?
But you heard yourself. This fiend wields terrible powers. What hope have we of slaying it when a single glance invites certain doom?
I can protect myself from the petrification. By your leave, I shall fight the beast alone.
Now that I think about it, it would be nice for me to have Elfin here in the party with me, since his super move allows you to use one item on all people, instead of using 4 Herb of Graces to heal 4 people if you use 1.
I swear on my life. I will bring the beast down and free your men from its baleful curse.
What is your name, girl?
I am called
Honnet. I see the glitter of steel in your eye. Resolve and strength in equal measure. Each time a menace has been visited upon this realm of mine, a hero with the same steel in their eye has stepped forward to save it. This time, you will be that hero for us.
I'll be really sad if I die after that empowering speech.
I shall take the rest of the men and drive off the monsters outside the walls.
The knights are done, shall sally with you.
We shall escort Huntress safely to the entrance.
Very good. Hunnet, slay this beast and return safely to us.
I shall. Hunt. Well said.
I'm ready now, unless there's a banter.
Listen up.
Sir!
Knights are done!
To arms!
And I feel like I would be able to just take on all these enemies by myself, honestly. But it's nice to see this in a cutscene, I guess.
Charge! Come on!
Very
To arms! Let none escape!
Leave it to me. I am ready. This worth ill.
How adorable. Alright, now that we've saved, we're invincible. No harm can befall us. I'm seeing kind of these glyphs on the wall. Kind of remind me of the same glyphs at the end of Cyrus's story.
Now, what next? A tempest of ice shall reign!
The hunt beginning.
A touch of this.
I'm ready.
That did nothing.
I'm ready.
The battle is truly joy. Out of my way.
I'm ready.
Watch me now.
Letting the hunt begin.
The battle is truly joy. With each battle, I grow stronger.
Cyrus is about to level up, so I don't have to necessarily worry about him topping off in the next battle, like I did in this battle. This is the way I'm supposed to go, and we don't want to go that way yet. We want to avoid the correct path as long as we can, so we can keep getting treasure chests.
Now, what next?
Come in, if thou darest. The stars are falling.
I'm ready.
Knighthood, bring your shade.
How about you?
Letting the hunt begin.
I'm ready.
Victory shall be mine.
Did I miss? Oh no, I just miscounted. Okay.
What next? Come.
I'm ready. The show is over.
Standest thou against me?
I'm actually surprised the Nightbot didn't consider that spam, since it's
What
the
next?
same sentence 5 times in a row. Maybe it doesn't block things that were posted by mods. I don't really know.
Now, what next?
Oh, flames! Flames! Rock! Now then.
I'm ready. Knighthood, bring your shade.
What next?
What is the logical course of action?
Now then. You shall be healed.
I'm ready. The moonlight glows. The show is over.
Can't we settle this like gentlemen? What is the logical course of action?
The only thing that makes sense is to do this.
Great inferno! Walk the land!
Let my arrow fly and true. The stars are falling.
That's actually useful as an attack.
This will heal your wounds.
I'm ready.
That's what I get for doing random effects.
This will heal your wounds.
Come in, if thou darest. The stars are falling. The hunt endeth.
I'm guessing that you got Smash Ultimate on release day. Am I correct? To make that assumption. I've been loving the game so far. Like, it feels great to move around.
What next? The stars are falling.
I'm ready. Knighthood, bring your shade.
Victory shall be mine. A touch of death.
Now, what next?
Domination untouched.
Now, let us hunt him. What next? The stars are informed.
How about you? What is the logical course of action?
This is what I was talking about, is probably we're going to be overly strong for this area. Although I'm not sure if I actually said that since having the microphone actually turned on. Basically, when we first were in the beginning of the chapter 4s, like when we first did the very first character's chapter 4 story, we were only at level. So everything was actually very difficult for us, but you know, the levels don't increase as you keep on playing, so once you're strong enough to beat one boss, you're strong enough to technically beat all the bosses.
I am ready.
So now that we're at the end of the game, it should be relatively easy to beat everything.
Let my arrow fly and true. The stars are informed.
Victory shall be mine. Out of my way.
Let my arrow fly and true. I honor thee, my queen.
It will be a little scary going into battle having only one healer, and that healer being Ulrich. He's actually not particularly good at healing. But if the battle goes anything at all like the last few have been, we actually won't need to heal very much. Besides, we have the power of the King's Speech on our side.
What next? The stars are informed.
How about you?
I am ready.
What next? Yeah! The stars are informed. The hunt ends.
Should be time for Cyrus to learn another job skill. Divine Aura. Let's see what that is. Moon's Reflection. Grant a thing to counter physical damage one time. Okay. Unleash an elemental attack on all foes that deal damage proportional to the party's current BP. Does that mean that elemental attack on all foes? So I guess that means the more BP that I have, the stronger the attack will be. That's the only thing I could think of. The equipping character gains a 25% chance of nullifying any damage taken. That's crazy. That's really crazy. Like, especially if I gave it to Hanet, because Hanet already has a very high chance of just dodging literally anything that the enemy sends at her. Alright, let's see if we're able to get 5,000 more JP during this, on the way to the boss. The expected level is like, oh wow, there are 2 treasure chests in here that only Therion is able to open. I actually have a lot of treasure chests to go through and get. I'm not sure if I'm going to actually go back and like pick out these treasure chests though. They do tend to be better treasure than the rest of the stuff, but also my characters are really strong enough to like not particularly care about new equipment. Like, it's only going to be marginally better than what they already have. So it's hard to justify like 20 to 30 minutes of wandering into places that we've already beaten, killing enemies that are super easy by now, and not weak to lances. Alright. Yeah, just to get like a couple of treasure chests that probably aren't better than what I already have.
What's this? Great
Things are actually not looking too good for our guy. Dagger. Sure. I don't usually have a dagger attack, so why not?
I'm ready.
The battle is true. My blade is unbending! With each battle, I grow stronger.
Wonder what that little area is for.
It's a good day for battle.
Come in, if thou darest. The stars are falling.
Battle is truly joy.
Letting the hunt begin.
What is the logical course of action? Oh, ice! Hit through! Thus ends your lesson. Search on
Weaker daggers.
Letting the hunt begin. The stars are falling.
Weak to dark.
Have at you.
Weak to axes. These all been mostly like guesses.
What next? Tempest of ice shall reign.
Also lucky guess. Weak to ice.
I will not be thy friend. I'm ready. Letting my arrow fly and true.
Have at you. With each battle, I grow stronger.
I had to go this way. I didn't realize, otherwise I would have actually saved at the save point rather than having to backtrack for it. That's a really unlucky damage roll.
I am ready.
Like, really, really unlucky.
What next? I am ready.
Let my arrow fly and true. Come.
Maybe a little overkill.
I am ready. The show is over.
We're actually pretty close to that 5,000 that we were looking for. We're so close to breaking 100 hours. We'll actually probably beat the main story, as far as this particular story is, easily within the 3-hour mark, or the 100-hour mark, I should say.
What next? I am ready. Where will the arrows fall?
The battle is truly joined. How about you?
Letting the hunt begin. Never miss it.
What is the logical course of action?
So only weak to weapons.
The lion. I am ready. Watch me now.
Victory shall be mine. My blade is unbending. You shall be healed.
He's so bad at healing.
Let my arrow fly and true. Come. Rainer's arrows up on.
Thus ends your lesson.
the hunt's beginning. The stars are falling. I will not be thy prey.
The battle is truly joined.
I'm ready. Knighthood, bring your shade. The stars are falling. Thou didst fight with courage.
Next battle? Yeah, next battle, I get the ultimate technique for the Starseer. Not sure if we're going to actually get to see it in action. Enlightening necklace. I think that I better... Actually, it's actually only as good as what I already have. In case anyone else uses enlightening gear, no one else does.
Come in, if thou darest. The stars are falling.
The battle is truly joined. A touch of death.
What's this?
A tempest of ice shall reign.
Not bad. A possible.
At least we got domination, even if we couldn't get untouched. Alright, have we learned everything there is to learn for every job that we have so far? Nope, we haven't learned everything in the Rune Lord class yet.
Let us begin. I am ready. Knighthood, bring your shade. Come in, if thou darest. Conjuring light.
Is that a goddess taking off her head? That's what it looks like. It's a little weird. That is... Okay. The other picture was not a goddess taking off her head. It's just a goddess holding something and her head happens to be taken off. Because this is a goddess that still has her head. And it's not as weird looking.
I'm ready.
Battle is truly joy.
Coming, if done.
He's definitely good. Yeah.
The hunt ends.
You a lesson.
Letting the hunt begin. Distance to me.
One David.
I am ready.
Tempest of ice shall a touch of
Coming, if thou darest.
I am ready.
Knighthood, bring your shame.
The show is over.
Cyrus and Primrose also learned new abilities. Man, being a trader is, a merchant is actually like really useful. Every single one of these jobs is completely useful and I use them all the time. Except for maybe hired help because it costs money. But sidestep, avoid all physical damage, donate BP for like setting up for killing bosses quicker, trade tempest, damage all enemies with wind. Rest. I don't really use rest anymore. I used to use it a lot in the early game. Heal a little bit of SP and HP. Really good to have Primrose off of Hunter. She doesn't really fit that too well. She would probably like to be a thief, I'd imagine. No, she doesn't need to be a thief. She really wants to be a scholar more than anything. Or a cleric. But she'll be a thief next, even though it's not optimal. She might actually also be fine as a hunter. Can't believe I never found the entrance to that little area to the bottom left. Maybe if I go forward I'll find it.
map just wraps around the back.
What next? I'm ready.
How about you? What next? A tempest of light shall reign. That's interesting dialogue.
Letting the hunt begin. Yeah! A torrent of arrows. The hunt ends.
Olbert's actually pretty close to having completed all of the job classes to learn. He's still got Hunter. He's finished Thief and he's finished Apothecary. He's got a little bit of Dancer left. Finished Warrior, obviously. Finished Merchant. And hasn't even started Cleric. And almost done with Scholar.
These are the guards from Marsalim. I do not understand. This creature's heart. I cannot read it.
This must be Redeye.
Of every beast, every monster. But from this one, nothing. Still, my task remaineth the same. Thou hast taken people from us, and we shall have them back.
Honestly, I was not expecting the boss right now. But we'll do it.
If thou art ready, then so am I.
Weak to daggers.
No good.
Weak to arrows. I like to see that.
What next?
Yes, I do.
Rain and arrows up on me.
Now, what next? I'm counting on you. How about you? You shall be healed.
He mixed up his weaknesses. That's not cool. Weak to wind now.
Letting the hunt begin.
He's also weak to either light or dark. Probably light.
Conjuring storms.
Let's try out the dark option. Alright, he's weak to light.
Victory shall be mine. You shall be healed.
Coming, if thou darest.
Now then. You shall be healed.
The moonlight watches.
No, I never equipped a bow. So that's gonna be a makeshift bow.
How about you? My blade is unbending! I wreak havoc upon thee!
Coming, if thou holding back nothing. Cowering before the Huntress.
I'm counting on you.
Watch me now. The mold. I am ready.
We're in our sails.
Letting my arrow fly and true. Conjuring light.
Now then.
I am ready. Where will these arrows fall? Letting the hunt begin.
Nice, weak to light.
What is the logical course of action?
As I guessed.
I'm counting on you.
How about you?
That was a nice damage roll.
Coming, if thou darest. Holding back nothing. cowering before the Huntress.
Unparalleled.
Normally it would attack all foes, but it's gonna use the second one. Or yeah, neither of those really seem that great. I guess I could. So it's definitely not thunder. Could be ice though. It wasn't ice. It could have been fire.
I am ready.
No. My blade is unbending. I wreak havoc upon thee. With each battle, I grow stronger.
Yeah. As expected, the boss was somewhat of a pushover. Accidentally walked into him, no preparation, didn't really need it. Killed it without it even glowing or doing its special effect. I didn't get turned to stone at all. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. GG's.
Truly?
Not so.
Oh.
Whoa. Many. I'm in your debt.
Nay.
Understood.
Excellent.
Behold, my fellows! Hunit the Huntress, slayer of Redeye, has returned!
General Lenar tells me of your exploits. You have slain the menace. You saved my poor men and our city. You are our savior, and we are forever in your debt.
What I did was for my own avail.
Perhaps so, Huntress. Yet grateful we remain. I would like to propose a banquet in your honor. But alas, I divine that you will not tarry here with us.
I cannot, Highness. I must see with mine own eyes if my master hath been freed from the curse.
Of course. General Lenar.
Sire, my men are ready to escort the Huntress at your command.
I mistyped that. It's actually Lenar, not Lanier.
informed King Kalim of your circumstances. He ordered preparations be made in advance.
You fought the Redeye to bring your master to life. My soldiers recovered the instant it was slain. Pray, go to his side at once.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Think nothing of it. But perhaps when your quest is done, you would grace us with your presence once more. And then you may throw the banquet you deserve.
You honor me. I hope that day shall come soon.
Oh, you're gonna show me credits now. That's a little interesting. I mean, I guess it makes sense because I did beat every character story. I'm just surprised because everyone else in the game got to complete their thing, and then we had the picture at the end. This is me beating every boss in the game. And I think it's even going in the order that I collected these characters. It definitely is. The thing is, I don't actually remember who I replaced, so I don't know if it's actually keeping track of what characters I had in the party when the time came for me to kill the enemy. Because I doubt that I actually killed the boss. I doubt that I killed Ophelia's boss while Huntress was dead. It's very unlikely, unlike me. Maybe they did keep track of every final blow that I cast and what my party was like at the time. And if they did, that just gives them all the more that little extra touch that, you know, to make their game that much greater. So that was all of chapter 1. Now we're going to chapter 2. I guess now I can talk a little bit about how I enjoyed the game. I don't think it's any secret that I think this game is actually pretty amazing. I know that earlier on in the stream's life, when I was first talking about this Octopath Traveler, how I said, oh, you know, it's a good game, but it's not like, you know, incredible. I think that I think that there was a lot of hype at the beginning of of its lifespan, like everyone giving it 10 out of 10s and everything like that. And I don't think it really deserves a 10 out of 10. There are a couple of key things that they could have done to make the game a little better, like integrating each character's story a bit better, for example. Having some option to automatically have the characters finish their lines when they're in the voice acting part and then just move on to the next line. But otherwise, it's like a pretty great game. Oh, you know what? They definitely did keep track of the finishing blows of everyone, because that was me killing the enemies that the boss summoned, as opposed to killing the boss itself. Nice. But even though it doesn't deserve a 10, like there are games that are better, like Final Fantasy VI or Chrono Trigger, it still is up there as one of like the top RPGs I've played in a while, especially JRPGs. Definitely deserve like at least a 9 out of 10. I love the combat system. and I like the job class. Basically, any game that has a job class system automatically gets an extra bonus point. Like, I love Final Fantasy X-2, I love Final Fantasy V, I love, like, Final Fantasy Tactics, and, you know, basically anything where you can gain skills based on a particular job class and mix and match those skills, like Blue Dragon. You'll see me stream some Blue Dragon on this channel pretty soon, right after I get through Xenoblade Chronicles. But gameplay, as I said, amazing. The story is very good. It had its low moments, like there were a couple of characters that I thought had some pretty boring stories, like Alphen's Chapter 1, Alphen's Chapter 4. There was like somebody Chapter 3 that I thought was pretty boring as well. But for the most part, each story was very interesting and you know, very intriguing. Like, it made me want to actually finish the story. There was no point in which I was thinking to myself, yeah, this doesn't make any sense, or this is boring, or anything like that. And the stakes are always like relatively reasonable as well. Like, they're not saving the world, they're not, you know, going back in time and preventing some disaster from happening, because JRPGs can get pretty crazy. But this always just like something really personal, like they're saving some friend, or they're saving their master, or they're, you know, reconnecting with someone from their past or something like that. And that keeps the tension high without putting themselves in like a corner. Because the tension, if the stakes are always ultra high, then people start to like not care at all. Like, if every single story was, if this doesn't happen, then they're going to definitely, you know, end the world, then you know for a fact that they definitely have to succeed. But when the tension is personal, like, for example, if your sister has betrayed you and you're just trying to like rescue her, then your sister could die and you could still meet your goal in the end. So that way you actually are curious as to what could possibly be happening. Oh yeah, the music is amazing. Yeah, as most JRPGs tend to be. I'm actually loving the fact that they ended up keeping track of each boss that I killed and throwing it in here. Yosuke Matsuda.
Not far now.
God's mercy! What is that fiend?
Come, Linda, with me. Look out! Huh? Hagen, if thou art here, then...
What ho, Huntress! telling me thou'st grown again?
I think it's a little weird that they did the ending credits before they resolved Xanta meeting Hanit, but I think that's fine
Not
either
in
way.
height, master. But if thou speakest of experience, then yes.
Ah, that must be it. Hope I didn't cause thee too much trouble.
Some, master. And I was worried for a spell.
Thou were? Then I guess I owe thee an apology.
Thou certainly dost.
Stay, my dear. That was thy cue to say not at all.
And not just to me. To Natalia, Susanna, and Eliza as well. You had us all worried.
That's a long list. But no matter. Rest assured, I'll make an apology to each and every one. And then I shall thank them too, for good measure.
Thou dost not.
Hanit, thank thee. Thou'st done me proud. Blushing, art we? Perhaps thou'st not grown that much after all.
And thou clearly hast learned nothing from this misadventure.
Oh, a man my age hath learned all the things he ever will, I'm afraid.
Begging your pardon, sir. We just wanted to thank you.
Oh, right. Think nothing of it. Art thou hurt?
Nothing that won't mend soon enough, by your grace, sir.
Good to hear it. So, where were we? Ah, yes. Thou were about to tell me of thine adventures.
It's a long story. Wouldst thou hear in it all?
Every last word.
The journey I had taken was but a short episode in my life. But I would come into telling the tale of it many times in the years to come. For the first time as a hunter, I found a story that was mine alone. It was my first story, but not my last. But those are tales for another day. And so I end my story here. Thou canst always come to our village to hear in it again. Though I warn you, it may not be the same with every telling.
That's a nice picture. Yeah, you can now freely remove them from your party. So that took 1.5 hours. I thought it was only going to take 40 minutes though.
This is going to be like ultra challenge mode. To not have Hanet in the party. Hanet really does carry the team through like literally everything. Like a hard carry though. Although now that I think about it, I actually can't, there's not even like a story to complete anymore. Like there's no, yeah. Oh, I already have Therion in my party. Okay. Let's go ahead and steal from Master. Battle-tested bow. I should probably put Hanet back in at least to learn her final skills. Oh, he's still got one more, Elemental Edge. Let's see what this one does. Gain augmented elemental attack and defense during battle. That's really nice. That's going to be really good for my mages. Because physical prowess, like, really does a lot. Like, a lot. Alright, so I've been putting off doing the Arc Magus. May as well do that now. It is about the 2-hour mark. We're not going to spend more than an hour and a half trying to beat this guy. Of course, we'll probably beat him on the first try. We're going to just quickly make sure we've got all the right people here. I probably should have a healer. Let's see, jobs. You can stick with that. You're fine with that. Yeah, sure. You can stay with that. No, there's no reason we're going to stay with that. Let's get this equipment out here. Makeshift staff nonsense. I think it's interesting how necklaces are the most powerful equipment in this game. time to take on the Arc Magus.
Come on, I've got better things to do.
It's my turn now!
You're completely useless.
For you!
Coming, if thou darest.
No! I think not. How about you?
Coming, if thou darest.
Out of my way.
Let's do this!
How about you? My way!
My turn. Where's the nearest tavern?
Reckon us begin.
Out of my way. I appreciate it. Really.
Coming, if thou darest.
The battle is truly joy.
It's my turn now!
I appreciate it.
Here it
Coming, if the hunt ends.
I sure hope the Arc Magus is not weak to axes. Otherwise, this is going to be real painful for him.
Step right up!
Let the hunt begin.
Here I go!
Finally found a weakness.
How about you?
Let my arrow fly in truth. Thou didst fight with courage.
Level 50, huh? That means that the enemies should be a little stronger than they were when I was fighting in the last area. Probably not by enough. The main worry to have in this dungeon is going to be the main boss. In fact, we're actually going to uncharacteristically skip the treasure chests. You can always come back to them later. And go straight for the boss here.
What next? Conjuring swords.
Victory shall be mine.
Let's do this. Time for a break.
What next?
Victory shall be theirs.
My turn now. Time for a break.
Letting the hunt come. The hunt ends.
I know I said I was gonna skip the treasure chest, but that one was like just right there. We're gonna mostly just follow the lanterns. Unless we actually just like see a treasure chest obviously in the way.
How about you?
Letting the hunt begin.
What to do? Illuminate. My turn next. Illuminate. How's that?
No, since this is just right there, we'll just go ahead and take that one too. May as well. But we are skipping most treasure chests.
Come on, I've got better things to do.
Surprise of the foe. They're definitely dead. Let's see, what do I want to do here? Light them up. And now I should use wind here. Use ice on the next one here.
Try this. The battle is truly joy.
That's this guy.
What next?
Double axe this guy.
My turn now.
Light him up.
Illuminate.
Super axe this guy. And back. Steal some mana back. There you go.
I grow strong.
Next battle.
Standest thou against me? Then be hunted.
Out of my way.
Listen to me. Let my arrow fly and true.
I hate pounce. I hate it. I hate it so much.
The battle is truly joy. I will cut you down!
Out of my way.
Coming, if thou darest.
Now then. I will cut you down!
I appreciate it.
Let my golden
Ultra dead.
The hunt.
No, I'm gonna take 8 swings of an axe to the face from Huntress.
Let us fight with honor.
I was hoping that I surprised my foe,
Let the hunt
so I can just
begin.
run away. Dry saying, the Archimagus. Alright, let's see what he's got.
You ready for this?
My turn now.
Out of my way.
Okay, I was actually honestly surprised about that. He's weak to swords at least.
I will not be coming, if thou darest.
That looks like critical down maybe?
Now then. I think not.
I could use Spearhead. Lightning, okay, we'll go with lightning next.
Truly joy.
And then we can use my boost. Let's see what we got here. Let's go ahead and do some of this warning.
What next?
And then unless we really mess them up.
Conjuring light.
That could affect everybody? It didn't affect everybody. I feel gypped.
My turn now. Won't hold back. I summon the Belton, the great merchant.
Coming, if thou darest.
I guess you can only have one rune active at a time. What did I give myself? I don't understand. Shouldn't I have... Oh, I can't enhance myself. That's what that other ability is. Yeah, okay, I get you.
Holding back nothing, cowering before the Huntress.
That's the no buffs rule.
Out of my way.
Let's do this! Time to steal the show.
Have at you. My blade is unbending. I wreak havoc upon thee.
I see.
My turn.
That's not that bad.
Here I go. Witness the miracle of healing.
Got a pretty good healer with me, so that's also fine.
What next? Lightning, done my duty.
My turn.
Let my arrow fly and true.
The battle is truly joy.
What to do? Sacred light.
It wasn't light. Might be dark.
Here I go. Take that back.
I appreciate it. Really.
What next? Scatter them all.
Yeah, okay.
Victory shall be mine.
Out of my way.
Weak to dark. Glad that I discovered that.
Let's see.
193,000. That's not so bad.
Conjuring gods.
Victory shall be mine.
Here I go!
I see. You're too kind.
What next? Holding back nothing. Cowering before the Huntress.
Here I go! I won't hold back! For you!
No. Rain arrows upon them.
Letting the hunt come in. Cowering before the Huntress.
You're too
Got him into the green zone. That's nice. It's a good start.
Victory shall be mine. My blade is unbending. I wreak havoc upon thee.
Here I go! Witness the miracle of healing!
Does that mean that he's still weak to fire now? Whoops, I actually had someone talking to me over on Twitch. Hey there, Depth Zero. Sorry I missed your entrance earlier. I'm gonna get those timestamps on here so I can see how long I've been ignoring before. Not too long. Alright, so what I want is to discover what he's weak to. It's probably fire. He's definitely not weak to arrows though, or swords. Or lances.
Letting my arrow
Either way, I'm
fly
going to want to have to set up a transfer room for next time.
scattering them all.
Out of my way. Let's see.
Ice.
Let's do
We're up to
this.
ice now.
Witness the miracle of healing!
free!
Letting the hunt begin. Conjuring ice.
What to do?
So close. If I guess right on what he's weak to, and by guess right I mean I only really have this one option. Ah well. So I'm gonna have to go against whatever he has to deal with.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Maybe he's weak to axes. That'd be really useful. Nope. Not weak to axes. Does that mean that I lose now?
Witness the miracle of healing.
Letting the hunt begin.
How nice of him to give me one more chance to live.
Holding back nothing. Cowering before the Huntress.
Here I go.
He's giving me like all the chances to live.
My turn now. Take that.
Trying this.
Alright, we live to fight another round at least.
How about you?
Still never learned what he was weak to during this go round. Like, no idea what it is. He's gonna come back next go round, so probably should steal some SP here. He was weak to daggers the whole time,
Let's do this.
which means that I probably could have broken him without actually dying.
Witness the miracle of healing.
How about you?
So close to dying.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Got him.
Thou didst fight as a courage.
That was mostly luck. He decided to attack me twice rather than using his magic powers. But we take those every day of the week. I'll have to rewatch the battle and see where I should have used that leg hold trap that you're referring to. I was trying to make it so that he was definitely going to be broken before I had to get attacked, but probably could have used it a little earlier so that he was always at the end of the turn anyway. Alright, got this sorcerer. So now we've got all 4 of the final jobs. We're really close to having Hanet finish Rune Lord. So we're going to like wander around and get the we're going to wander around this town, this cavern, and get the treasure chest that I neglected on the way up here. And then in doing so, I should unlock the last skill for Hanet as the Rune Lord. And then we can go and see what the sorcerer brings to the table. Oh, I surprised my foe. Okay, that's nice. So then...
Out of my way.
Yeah, I got him by luck. All but, yeah, as I mentioned. Lucky luck.
Letting my arrow fly a tree. The hunt ends.
Alright, that was enough to get me done with the Rune Lord. Which means now it's time to try out Sorcerer. I only gain the staff as an ability. Let's see. Fire damage to all foes 3 times. Ice, lightning, wind, light, dark. Wait, what? Am I missing one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, light, dark. Where's wind? There it is, okay. So this one is powerful staff attack that reduces elemental defense. That's pretty decent as well. You don't see too many good staff abilities, and typically when an enemy is weak to staff, that's like your last resort, is to use the staff ability on them. But definitely it'll be nice being able to attack 3 times with an ability. You would think that you would give, or you would want to give this to someone like, not Ulrich, but Cyrus, so that,
I'll make this quick.
you know, because he's already got high elemental attack.
My turn.
But I'm not so sure, because he already attacks twice with his regular attacks, and then it feels kind of like a waste of a slot to hit people 3 times.
What to do?
It might be better suited for someone like Ophelia, maybe, or maybe as Primrose. Primrose already has pretty high elemental attack, and also she heals a lot with her second wind ability because she has a high base SP.
Out of my way.
Here I go! Illuminate!
Staff ability with rune attack. That wouldn't be too difficult to set up. I just set up a transfer rune, give another rune for whatever element I want, and then start knocking fools down. Wizard's Rod would actually is good. I think that's like the best yeah, well, second best thing that I have. Definitely forgot to equip an actual staff, therefore my elemental attack was ultra weak. Have a cleric ult with it, nice. Then you attack twice. Actually, there was a boss that I had something crazy. What was that setup? I think that I had Rune Lord, light ability or something like that, and the boss was weak to arrows and light. So I gave myself the light rune, and then I hit them with the cleric ultimate, followed by rain of arrows twice. So then I hit them like, you know, 9,999 damage multiple times, and then the light attack hit them for 9,999, and then I did it all over again. I think the boss went straight from like white health to ultra dead in one go. Yeah, it was pretty nice.
Out of my way. Free.
Letting the hunt begin.
Please. Thank you.
The battle is truly joined. Ensnare them! Now then.
Out of my way.
Oh, and steel, nice, okay.
I appreciate it. Really.
Letting the hunt begin. The hunt ends.
Ulrich has the ability to gain a new ability. Let's go ahead and set that up. Nice. I think since we're out of like really tough bosses that we're worried about, we don't necessarily have to keep them even slightly optimized anymore. We can kind of pick up some of these scraps that we've been having. So finish with Hunter and Thief and Apothecary. So next I guess is Dancer. And likewise, I don't need to worry about him anymore. He's also on Dancer next, but I can take Tressa's job instead. Tressa needs to be a hunter, hasn't done that yet. And needs to be an apothecary, which sucks because that's okay. I can do apothecary. That's not that bad for her. Let's get Vivify and Rehabilitate and Last Stand. And it doesn't really matter what other ones I get because I don't use them. Although I will say Empoison was very helpful when I first had to beat War Master. I was not nearly strong enough to actually take him down or take her down. You know, just using conventional damage, so I basically kept her poisoned the entire fight. Did way more damage per turn in poison than I was actually able to do with Alphen.
I'll make this quick.
I didn't set up my equipment.
Let's do this.
Should I just try anyway? Let's just try anyway. Makeshift axe.
No! I will cut you down!
My turn.
No magic attack.
Illuminate.
Letting the hunt begin.
Actually being helpful.
My turn.
Actually being helpful.
My turn.
Letting my arrow fly and true. Ignis Ardea. I honor thee, my queen.
Alright, since I forgot to set up before, let's do that now. Makeshift axe. Rune hatchet. Oh, it's already there. Makeshift knife. Yeah, that's getting any better than that. Alright. We were less unequipped than I thought we were. Wait, I definitely had a makeshift axe, right? Oh, I already gave her the rune hatchet. Yeah, it's not really worth having the rune hatchet over the death cleaver, though.
Let us fight with honor!
Coming.
Hey, this is exactly what this build is set up for.
Glacius Clawdown.
How useful.
Out of my way. Keep it up.
It's my turn now. The winds of power.
No! I will cut you down!
Letting the hunt begin.
I appreciate it.
It's my turn now.
How about you?
That did nothing. Although it did something, so I'm not going to get the untouched bonus anymore, which makes me a little sad. And I
Where's
was
the
only
nearest
600
tavern?
life then. Oh yeah, I guess I should do that now that I'm like a Archmagus instead of just a regular physical attacker. Set up that elemental edge. That should put me into overdrive in terms of magical damage. Still not quite enough to actually gain another ability. Even though I have the bonus JP skill equipped. Guess these enemies don't give as much as the enemies in the regular dungeon.
Let us fight with honor.
Let my arrow fly in truth.
Glacius Claudette! Let's do this!
Victory shall be mine. Out of my way.
Out of my way.
Fuck this.
Let the hunt begin.
It does make me a little sad to see my Tomahawk's damage output be so low. One of these days, once actually there's really no point now that I think about it. I've already beaten all the main storylines. I'm going to talk about actually optimizing people's job skills and giving them like a static job, things like that. But there shouldn't be too many other challenges in the game. Like, I know that there's still bosses to fight, like I have to go kill those dragons and things like that, but nothing that is difficult enough for me to actually worry about trying to have an optimal team. Because I just want to chase high damage numbers.
How much? Out of my way.
Let my arrow fly in truth.
Glacius Claudette! My turn now! What to do?
I'm not used to my Tressa having higher physical damage output compared to magical damage output. It's very odd for me. It's not like I even usually build my Tressa for damage output or for magical damage. I think she's built for what do I have Tressa built for? I forget. Critical, it looks like. That's kind of random. I think she just kind of gets the leftovers.
Step right up!
Out of my way.
I know that there's like, oh hey there, Game Changer. You're up pretty late. But good to see you all the same. Huh. You don't have anything that you can contribute to this for.
Let the hunt begin.
think it's 2:38. Yeah, it's 1:38 over here. I was planning on shutting down the stream at some point in time once I was confident enough that I had gotten all the treasure chests in this area. But I do have work in the morning. I think that is the last treasure chest. We're now going to, it was right before the 3-hour mark, I believe. I do want to like do more side quests, but at the same time, I know that if I don't go to bed, I'll be miserable in the morning.
Out of my way.
So we're just going to like exit this area, talk about what we might want to do, maybe get a few side quests, even if we don't start trying to actually beat them. And then we'll be done for the night. Tomorrow will be your regularly scheduled Smash After Work. We'll be playing some Ultimate with some of my coworkers. It'll be nice. I'll have a new setup for next time. Like I actually bought another Switch dock yesterday. So instead of having to bring my Switch dock back and forth to work, I only have to bring my Switch itself, which means that I actually don't have to carry a giant bag around. So you'll see a stream of that. At some point in time, you'll also see, well, I'll also get like a laptop and like a second one so that I don't have to keep bringing my laptop back and forth as well. Alright, so where will we possibly see extra side quests? Probably Marsalim, I'd imagine. Since the king did say for me to come back when my village was done. Hey there, Super Yoshi Bros. Yep, as expected, we get one extra side quest up here. Who's this? Get some refreshing jam. Can't scrutinize yet, so let's go ahead and switch out a character so we can scrutinize. First, we gave Hana a new skill. We did not. Let's see. What is a useful skill for her to have? It is kind of difficult to come by dark damage because I usually don't necessarily need a dancer. So I'll give her that, even though she's leaving the party for now. I've been waiting like so long to be able to take Hanet and put her on the bench. Now I can kind of evenly level these characters. Here's some travel banter. That's not the saying. It's two's company, three's a crowd. Who are the channel helpers or whoever, the people that make you go into time after you do bad stuff? Well, I always have the power to do that myself, but they're called moderators, and they've all gone to bed because it's really late. When can you be one? What's the time? Oh, you know, I went over to get someone to scrutinize, and I got distracted by the travel banter. It generally takes me a pretty long time to give out moderator status. For example, my most recent moderator, who if you scroll up in chat, is that one kid. He went to bed like quite a while ago, actually. The last thing he said was 2 hours ago. But he had been watching my Octopath Traveler streams for like months and months. I think that he's told me that he had been watching almost every day for like 9 months, and I only just gave him mod status last month. Like, it takes a while. Now I can have the ultimate party all the time. I'm always going to want Cyrus, I'm always going to want Therion, and the other two I can just kind of rotate out with my weakest characters, like Primrose and Ophelia. Except I don't want to have two people. Oh, that's fine, because I don't usually challenge people unless I know who to challenge. Alright, now we're ready to talk to this new NPC that has arrived. Interesting. He's never left the safety of the palace. I'm able to actually guide him away from the palace. So his quest is probably to take him somewhere. Series of plays. That doesn't sound too difficult. Pretty sure I just need to take him to Everhold, or whatever this town is up here. North Reach? No, that's not right. It is Everhold, but where is it? I think it's down here. Yeah, I'll just take him there, probably. You stay away from anime, but you just can't. I actually had not watched anime for several years, and then I just recently started watching anime again, like last week, because I saw that the new season of 7 Deadly Sins came out on Netflix. So I watched that entire season, and then I started watching Soul Eater. It's not as good as 7 Deadly Sins, but I might stick with it for a bit longer. This looks like a new NPC. Yeah, Captain Wrath. Restore SP after a reaction. That's a nice one.
Robe of Flame. Already got one of those. Already know that guy's story. He reconciled with his mother like 2 streams ago. Alright, that's it. We're out of people to talk to in this little area. No, your sister's right. 7 Deadly Sins isn't very appropriate for kids to watch. Although that being said, usually it's kind of interesting to even the concept of something not being age appropriate, because most, like if you're at the age where you're watching something that's not age appropriate, usually you won't know why it's not age appropriate. Like I know that when I was a kid, I watched like Ren and Stimpy, which is definitely not kid appropriate, but I didn't get any of the jokes, so it like almost didn't even matter that it wasn't appropriate. Of course now that I'm older and I get all the jokes, then I like think back and say, wow, like, yep, children really shouldn't watch that sort of stuff, but on the other hand, they don't really know the difference.
Hey!
How fancy.
Alright, so I'm talking to the people and nothing's happening.
Well, you know.
I might have to actually go to the stage. Either that or I'm on the completely wrong path here.
Uh-huh.
At your service.
Can't we settle this like gentlemen?
Oh wow, we're fighting without Hanet. It's a crazy world out here. And I'm under-equipped as well. I didn't give everyone jobs.
I appreciate it, really.
Oh, it's gotta be bows, right?
I will not be defeated.
What is the logical course of action? Illuminate.
No, no.
I am ready. Knighthood, bring your shade.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
We got a lot of healing power on the team. I don't actually have to worry about actually dying or anything like that.
The show is over.
Let's give these people some jobs. Already done apothecary. Thief is good. Can't go wrong with a thief. And scholar. Nothing wrong with the scholar. Make sure everyone's got the right equipment. I actually chose the team that I currently have because they are all actually the weakest characters that I have.
Flame, protect us.
My turn.
I am ready.
Well then. Yeah.
Now, what next? Great Inferno! The land!
Is that domination?
Where's the nearest
I don't think
tavern?
it is. That was domination. I wasn't keeping track of whether that was the first turn or the second turn. This is what we're actually here for. There should be a treasure chest and a person here.
Well met.
Hello.
Thought there was a treasure chest here. But I was wrong apparently. On the bright side, he didn't have anything that useful to say to me. Since the treasure chest that I thought was here is not actually here, I guess we're done here. The next couple of streams will be slowly going through every single town. It'll actually be pretty rapid because we have fast travel, but we're going to go through every single town,
and make sure that we've talked to all the NPCs, gotten all the quests that we can get, inquired and stolen as much as we can, things like that. And then when we're done with that, we will have basically done every side quest that we can do within the towns, and then from there it will just be doing the side quests that we have to do near the towns. So as an example to that, we have to go into, where is one? There's a cave, like this one here, the Maw of the Ice Dragon. We have to go into there and kill an ice dragon, and that is part of a quest. And there are lots of things to do just like that. And then after that, I guess we'll kind of figure out how to beat the final boss. I'm pretty sure that just by doing all the side quests and stuff, we'll figure it out. But there have been lots of quests that have been pointing to opening up the gates and letting in the 13th goddess or god of this universe. The other 12 sealed away, and I'm pretty sure that that's has something to do with the final boss there. And we're gonna just go through each of these 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Talk to everyone, steal from everyone, and then we're going to start going through these journals and finishing them off one by one. We've completed a lot of them already, but we still have like, I guess, 15 or so. That sounds like a reasonable number. Yeah, pretty much. If you watch through the streams, I have a whole playlist of them that should get you to 100%. You can fast forward through the parts where like I'm talking through text and fighting enemies even, and just figure out where each side quest gets done. So those are the plans for Octopath Traveler. At some point in time, we're also going to do a stream where we go through and watch every movie from the characters. I did it for Therion already and recorded it, but it took 2 hours just to go through all of this content because of all the voice acting and like the text, and there's a lot of text. So I'll be recording those. I've already done Therion's. I'll probably do Alphen's next, and then I will upload them as individual movies because, you know, that'll be nice. So that's like 16 hours of content already there, and then we'll be done with this game after we 100% it. From there we'll be moving on to Xenoblade Chronicles for the Wii, and I've been really feeling that game, and we'll get to finally beat that game. I've only gotten through halfway about twice now. And hey there, Winold, you are pretty late. Unfortunately, we're at the 3-hour mark. We've already beaten the Archmagus, and we've beaten Chapter 4 for all of the heroes. So I'm just describing kind of the roadmap for the stream after this. So I just described how we're going to beat all the side quests and stuff, and 100% this game, and then move on to Xenoblade Chronicles. And after Xenoblade Chronicles, no idea. Probably something new. I don't know. I picked up a couple of new games recently. So we've got Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, Shining Resonance, Valkyria Chronicles 4, Lost Sphere. Those are all pretty good options, especially the role-playing games. I'm more inclined to play those on stream compared to like the platformers like Crash Bandicoot. But yeah, maybe I'll leave it up to vote. I've done that in the past. Just put all my games into some sort of tournament and let the viewers decide. But that's kind of where I'm at for now. In the short term though, more Smash Ultimate. Look forward to that. Follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, and you'll catch me when I go live. Thanks for watching everyone. I'll see you later.